Pizza Dude Man Guy. I recently played Bloodstained Ritual of the Night on my Twitch channel, and it was fantastic. Easily my favorite crowdfunded spiritual successor I've supported. It's not often I feel so compelled to finish a game to 100% completion just for fun. So of course, that means we're going to talk about the game's main character, Miriam, and what she could be like in Super Smash Bros. 'Cause that's what we do on this channel. Miriam for Smash! Miriam is a shardbinder, a child experimented on by alchemists to absorb the powers of demons using magical crystals implanted in her body. Equipped with these abilities, as well as her training in weapons and kung fu, Miriam makes it her mission to destroy the hordes of demons terrorizing the land. Despite only being in 2 games so far, settling on a moveset for Miriam was challenging because of her massive range of attacks. She wields swords, whips, daggers, axes, spears, katanas, rapiers, and firearms, all with their own special moves. Katanas and firearms in particular have enough in-game abilities to make movesets all on their own. This isn't even including Miriam's kick attacks or the shards, 100 superpowers Miriam is capable of using. How do I pick and choose? Well, this time I try to include a little bit of everything. Moves that showcase different weapons appropriately, universally used moves, especially memorable attacks, and abilities widely used by players of the game. Because Miriam has so many abilities, you can even reference some of them in her regular movement. For instance, her backstep could be her dodge, and her in-game double jump ability could be her double jump, which gives her wings like Bayonetta. Her run animation is the same as her acceleration ability, although she doesn't produce a damaging aura or go quite as fast. Between this and her regular walk, she's speedier than the Belmonts, but she's also a lighter character. Let's finally get into the actual attacks of the moveset. Like Simon and Richter, Miriam's abilities here can be used freely. She doesn't have a special gimmick that ties into her playstyle like sub-weapon ammo or an MP bar. Her strength is her variety of attacks, many of which have built-in special properties, which we'll cover as we get to them. Miriam's neutral attacks use her rapier. By default, she'll use Lasting Wound, a 3-hit Z-pattern slash. However, after the first 2 strikes, you can switch to the Thousand Blossoms, a rapier rapid jab attack that ends with a forward projecting thrust. The dash attack is a rushing lance strike that pushes opponents forward. Forward tilt is a simple slash with Miriam's signature sword, the Blue Rose. However, this attack has a secret input. If you roll the joystick forward, like performing one of Ryu's Hadokens, Miriam's slash will launch 3 short-ranged ice shards, just like in Bloodstained. Miriam's up tilt is Crescent Stroke, one of her katana attacks. It's a spinning upward arc with a high range all around. Down tilt is a slide kick. It doesn't have a double move like Richter's, but it covers a bit more distance. Miriam's forward smash is a simple, strong downward axe swing. I really wanted to put this here as a reference to Bloodstained Curse of the Moon as well. Up smash is the Heretical Grinder, one of Miriam's shards. Here, Miriam sticks her hand upward, and then a lance-like weapon with spikes emerges and spins, dealing up to 6 consecutive combo hits based on how long you charge. While charging, you can also change the position of Miriam's hand up to a 40-degree angle on either side to try to pinpoint your opponent's location. You can even move Miriam's hand while using the attack, allowing you to basically move the opponent around while hitting them. It's a versatile move and one of the most beloved in Bloodstained. Down smash is Miriam's whip attack. The arc strikes the low areas on both sides from front to back, but the motion also hits a long range in front of Miriam, a unique down smash. The neutral aerial is one of Miriam's most popular weapons, the Rava Burol. Miriam waves her hand and a ridiculously fast double slash of air appears before her. It's not strong, but it's very spammable, as long as you're in the air. Forward aerial is a triple kick combo based on the flashing air kick, but all done automatically and in place. However, if you use the same rolling command as Miriam's Blue Rose attack on the ground, she will perform the true flashing air kick in the air. It's a forward moving kick that can aid in recovery. It has less distance than Jigglypuff's pound attack and can only be used 3 times before landing. For back aerial, I decided to go with the Oracle Blade, another special weapon. Miriam tosses out a short-ranged glowing sword that boomerangs back to her. I don't think it's particularly used a lot, but it reminds me of some of the dagger special moves, and I like it. I went with Sickle Moon for Miriam's up aerial, a forward arcing upward slash using Miriam's greatsword, Eternal Blue, even though this attack is normally only used on the ground. Down aerial is a dive kick. Similar to her down tilt, it doesn't have Richter's special ability, the bounce, but it's a much faster strike. I went with a theme for Miriam's throws. They all utilize Craftwork, a mandatory shard and boss you fight for Bloodstained. For Miriam's grab, she conjures a giant hand made of stained glass, and her pummel is a squeeze. Then, her throws are made up of the attacks of the Craftwork boss. Forward throw drags the opponent on the ground and pushes them. Back throw is a simple toss. Up throw flicks the opponent into the air. Down throw is a fist slam into the ground. Even the bulk of Miriam's recovery moves are based on special maneuvers. Forward 4 is simple, a low slash and back slash with the blue rose. Back floor is the final motion of the hatchet heel attack, a spinning kick. The trip attack is the opening move of the Trucidating Gyre, a spin attack with Eternal Blue. And the edge attack is based on the main motion of hatchet heel, a front flip axe kick with bladed shoes. Miriam's neutral special is called Rapid Fire, named after her special firearm technique. Miriam pulls out a large one-handed gun and starts firing bullets. She has about the same range and frequency as Falco with his blaster, but the shots are much weaker. However, she has 2 advantages. 1, you can simply hold the B button down to rapid fire. You don't have to keep tapping, although it will make your single shots slightly faster. 2, the longer you hold the B button down, the faster Miriam will shoot. She'll never reach Fox levels of speed, but it's still an easy way to send a barrage of projectiles. For side special, I went with another mandatory shard like Craftwork, the Reflector Ray. By default, Miriam zips forward as a beam of light, launching quickly and damaging opponents, but with very little stun and no knockback, like Pikachu's Quick Attack. However, if you hold down the B button, Miriam will instead stand in place, or fall in the air, as you move her hand around, like the Heretical Grinder, but this time in any direction. Once you release the button, Miriam will launch whichever way her hand is facing. You can only use this move once in the air before landing. If Miriam hits a surface or a platform as a beam of light, she will ricochet off of it, allowing you to bounce off of creative situations or rapidly strike opponents caught underneath overhangs. Likewise, Miriam's up special is the necessary Invert Shard, which works as a very unique recovery special. A blue rose symbol appears behind Miriam and then she flips upside down, falling upward. This works exactly like falling. Miriam can freely use her aerials and special moves while upside down. It doesn't last long though. After a short set time, Miriam will invert back to normal and go into free fall. You can extend your time in inverted mode by landing on a surface. That's right, Miriam can use her up special to cling onto ceilings or beneath platforms, allowing you to completely fight upside down. You will still eventually run out of time and plummet. For this move only, a bar will appear to show you how much time you have. But this recovery can allow you to save yourself from situations that would be impossible for other characters. Down special is probably one of Miriam's most popular shards among players, Welcome Company. Miriam summons 3 portraits that float and rotate around her, acting as a shield. If one touches an opponent, it will break and deal damage, so you could just use it as a 3-hit combo. Each portrait will also block 1 attack before it breaks, so it can be used defensively as well. It's a simple but effective move, although it only protects Miriam's torso. Picking a final smash was particularly difficult because there were several shards I liked for the spot, most notably Thrashing Tentacle. In the end, I went with Draconic Rage, a shard used by both Miriam as well as a couple bosses. A fairly simple final smash, Miriam opens a portal behind her and a dragon emerges, slashing forward with a giant exploding fireball. mid-range, and very powerful. Miriam's on-screen appearance uses the warp points from Bloodstained. A stained glass window appears, shatters open, and Miriam emerges. Her side taunt is a JoJo pose, an actual taunt Miriam performs in Bloodstained. Using side taunt immediately again will give you a different pose. For up taunt, Miriam summons her main familiar, the Silver Knight. He poses and then vanishes. Meanwhile, Miriam recites her famous summoning words.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Down taunt is the Summon Chair Shard. Miriam summons a chair, sits down for a second, then stands back up as the chair vanishes. For Victory Screen 1, Miriam obtains a new shard. It flies up, stabs into her chest, and she absorbs its power. Victory Screen 2 has Miriam play on a piano, accompanied by her Caraboss familiar. In Victory Screen 3, Miriam shows off some kung fu kicks and delivers a quote.
I'll wipe the deck with them.
For the victory theme, I'm going with the intro of Silent Howling. Miriam's default outfit is her signature blue. Meanwhile, most of her alts use the customization options within Bloodstained, which change Miriam's outfit color, hair color, eye color, and tone. I'm keeping hairstyle the same for this, but otherwise going right down the columns. Alt 2 is purple. Alt 3 is green. Alt 4 is red. Alt 5 is black. And Alt 6 is pink. Outfit 7 is based on the Valkyrie armor, Miriam's only armor set to change her appearance, besides the Shovel Knight armor. Outfit 8 is based on the colors of the stained glass windows used to warp. The Kirby hat is Miriam's hair and horns. Miriam has so many abilities, she'd be a great fun Smash character no matter how you dice it. You could make a lot of good movesets with her. I really want to see more movesets for Miriam. But is she an especially likely Smash Bros. Candidate? Not only is Miriam an indie character, which we have yet to see, she'd also be our first spiritual successor character to have influences already present in Smash Bros., since Bloodstained is based on Castlevania. It'd be like adding ukulele when we're getting Banjo-Kazooie, or if they added I'm not saying Miriam is an impossibility by any means, but her inclusion would be so different, it's hard to compare it to anything. For now, I just hope Bloodstained makes enough of an impact to continue as a series, and I think it's got a great start. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the moveset or what you think of Miriam in Smash in the comments below. See you next time for the next character.